Alright, people of the world, this is a Tuesday. Not only that, but we also have a new thumbnail. An absolute banger of a new thumbnail. Came up with it yesterday. And in all honesty, I love it. I normally do the whole massive ass border thing. But instead, I went and used a little bit of a new approach. There's never anything wrong with taking new approaches, not gonna lie. I freaking love taking new approaches to old designs. I took what I loved from my thumbnails, like the whole 3D model text and everything, because that is what it is. It is a 3D model. For the most part, it's on my thumbnails. So yeah, I love it. I love the fact that I've taken that, I've given it the retro feel that it should have, and just not stuck to the same formula time and time again. So there's that. If you haven't seen the video already, access, no, we don't want that. Subtitles, absolutely. If you haven't seen the video that I put out on it, was last year. It was around last year or the year before. Put out a video at Arcade Paradise from an old 2020 stream. This is something I haven't seen yet. I've not seen this introduction. I don't think that was in the build that I played. But it is very, well, that one in particular is very MTV inspired. Also, shout out to MTV, because they're dead now. For whatever reason, they thought it fitting for their final broadcast to be the first video they ever played. And I'm like, brother, you haven't been about music in about 25 years. What are you talking about? Actually, it's been like, well, 15, give or take. I really haven't seen this. This fits in with the whole 90s aesthetic the gaming goes for. Like, boycott best worst. Oh, we're open best worst once you. Oh. Yeah, so if you're not familiar with this, you kind of work at a laundromat, and you're earning money. And you're basically making this laundromat bigger by putting it in arcade cabinets and all that, and fix them up, and then do X and Y. Welcome to Arcade Paradise. Use mouse to look around. Ooh. Now use WASD to enter the laundromat. Well, the music's still the same, but I think it looks better than when I played it. And because I actually have the reference material for it, I could actually... Oh, we got a PDA? Oh, this is like an Apple... What's it call it? The Apple Newton. Like one of those. Pushing a pull door completed. Oh! Real responsibility. King Laundry was among my first investments in Grindstone. Oh.
Pay attention. First, take a basket of
laundry and into the machine. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of these are like mini game things.
Time stood idle is time wasted. Maintenance and cleaning are your responsibility. Any trash, pick it up and dispose of it. There's a dumpster around the side of the building.
Oh, wait, do not put it in here. Right. Oh, burger. Yeah, the funny thing is, I thought you were putting it actually in the trash. That's my mistake. Totally tubular. So around the side of the building is a bin. Woo!
At the end of the wash cycle, your watch will alert you with an important beep.
Okay.
Wet items and transfer them to a tumble dryer.
Nice. Na 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 na. I like this one more. I like the top dryer.
Next, maybe attend to any other small jobs. Your reputation is your livelihood. Broken machines, scattered trash, or blocked toilets will lose customers. No one wants to come to a faulty, smelly laundrette.
Soaps and suds. Fixing. Oh, the toilet's blocked. Your watcher PD will sometimes allow you to jobs that need attending to. Fix the toilet. Damn. Okay.
Once the clothes are dry, take them out.
Okay, that is pretty fun right off the bat. Let's bring back memories real quick. I want to do a quick peek and see what's changed, because like I said, I got to play an old build of this, and because of that, the question is, can I not search on my own damn channel anymore? Yeah, your channel on OOB. Mother horror. We're going from 2021, not 2020. God, oh god, when did I record that? Yeah, this is so much different. The intro itself is very different. Yeah, we don't get the intro in the demo. It just takes you right to the King Wash. Yeah, I never really had audio then, or yeah, I never had audio then. So I wish I had that. Sorry, not gonna lie.
And place them ready for the customer to collect.
Yeah, boy. Is this how laundromats like actually work though? Cause like, aren't you meant to do your own washing? I'm going S rank, boys. Doing laundry will generate cash as soon as it's finished.
Remember, I'll be keeping tabs. So arrive on time, keep...
Alright, send me the settings, audio. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that one's a little finicky for some reason. I think it could just be a play on how those resistive screens worked back then.
the place clean, and don't cut corners.
Where's my sensitivity at? My sensitivity needs to go up. Not that much. I would like a crosshair, thank you. There we
Look,
go.
Ashley,
Actually, we don't need a crosshair. We're fine.
know at your age,
I know there's a whole
appreciation
bunch of
seems glamorous, but nothing in life comes free. For once, show me you're capable and that you can be trusted. Otherwise,
look how nice this is.
well, the packing plant always needs fresh meat. And fix the toilet.
I already fixed the toilet. What is that row? Yeah. So the thing is, right? I got to play this back in 2021, around that time, and quite honestly, not 20, is it 2021? I uploaded it 9 months ago, but I got to do this with Wired Productions. They wanted the streamers to showcase games, and I'm like, okay, I wouldn't mind doing that. Ultimately, it was quite fun. A very good experience. I'd never streamed on Steam before, so it was a new experience. I didn't quite have things set up. However, the game itself, ultimately, is quite fun. Like, the sole fact that you could take little tasks and make them into kind of fun mini games, like toilet plunging. You find a sweet spot and then you're plunging it, and it's being treated like a random encounter in an RPG. That's brilliant. There we go, look at these things. Sometimes your watch will allow you to import events. You've received a new chat message. What? Go to the office and turn on the PC. Oh, we got an old IBM here. Hey, Super Nerd! Your first day as manager. Have you had the patronizing speech from Dad yet? Oh, because you punish me. I'm 19. I can babysit a laundromat. I've got half a degree in business management. Right. Half a degree equals no degree, his words. So now he thinks of eBay. Brother, we have our own version of eBay. We have our own version of like MSN Messenger on Windows 95 here, or 98. Oh, 98 eBay. So now he thinks I've got zero ambition, but what can I do stuck here? 1404. Anything. Tidy. Play games. Shop. Maybe even earn some cash. Have you emptied the machine hoppers yet? Hoppers? The things that catch the coins. As long as the laundromat is open, you'll be steadily making money, but you'll have to empty the coins from the machines. Do it now. Go around, gather all the coins and put them in the safe. See how much you got. Damn, brother. Hold Q to exit PC. Right. Look at the background. Okay, the developers of this really did think of. They put a lot of effort into the smaller details. Like, sure, your lava lamp ain't working. That's fine. But look at this. Look at this. It's got one of the most recognized Windows back wallpapers. Screensavers. Not wallpapers. God. Press control to crouch and access the machine hoppers. Collect cash from the hoppers. $137. Cannot. There we go. $250.
The washing machines are token operated.
Right.
To remove the cash from the token machine regularly and put it in a safe in the office.
Sorry, keys went for ice cream. Haven't come back yet. Oh, that's cute. What is that? Those are lights or a CCTV system. Where's your hopper? There it is. Oh, it's empty? Empty hopper? Give me your money! Am I missing one? Ah, there we go. Put the money in the safe. Oh my lord, we have a safe? 500... What? Oh, press E. That's good that it actually tells you, and it's kind of mimicking what a safe does. Woo! No cash to deposit. I like this a lot more than I initially did. Oh my gosh, I emptied them. Are you gonna give out insider things? And holy cow, there was an absolute fortune in the arcade. Ah, those things. I bought them years ago for the customers. Dad loathed the idea, but I thought they had a certain appeal. What if I bought more? Newer games, better machines. If customers hung around whilst their clothes are spinning, the cabinets would make more money than the laundry itself. That is a very interesting prospect. It really is. It is such a fun thing. I ordered those 3 over the World Wide Web from Arcade Mania. I'll find you the details. Maybe if you approach Dad with some figures, make a case, maybe he'd just let you expand into an actual arcade. He still owns the business after all, even if you're the one at the helm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double check what the audio levels are like. Cause boy howdy, it is loud as crap in my ear. Buy a couple of new cabinets first, fill the available space, and see how much they make. And remember, you can only spend cash once it's transferred from machines and placed in the safe. Here's the website. Wood Guy Jr. Wood Guy Jr. swaps his trusty hatchet for a pickaxe in this downward mining adventure. That background is so 90s for the website. So that is something I tried to look for when picking the thumbnail for this, and I'm like, I can't. I have the memory of that style of background. Where you have that faded color, not faded color, it's like that shade of blue, and then just all the shapes and everything. Collect gold, buy upgrades, and take a deep. Yeah, that's just like 1998. What? 160. $140. So the business game is better off. Oh yeah, that's a classic. Oh, right there. I was under the impression that this was hiding the button, but it's not. It's up here by now. Be delivered tomorrow morning. The business is open from 8 a.m. until 11 p.m. and will generate profit whilst you're on the premises. You can check the time on your watch by holding tab. You can continue working, play some games, or end the day by heading to the bus stop opposite the King Wash. Aww. Yo, we got people in here. Wait, what is happening? Are we on drugs or something? Good lord. Holy. I believe I can laundry. I believe I can laundry all day and night. Oh. Yeah, hidden package found. What? We got a quarter? My dude. Okay, we got 30 bucks worth of quarters. Or coins or whatever. People just coming in for days. It's great. So we got like a minute and a half for all this. We could just, in fact, chill the hell out, but there's no point. Yeah, we're just waiting for all this stuff to happen. Like, a lot of this will take time. And if you're willing to put time and effort into it, it is very well, it's very well worth it in general. Like, don't get me wrong, it is great. It's one of these games that you can just get yourself lost in. Yeah, we got people playing. Racer Chaser. Oh, I get it. I get it. Yeah, this is Pac-Man. The funny thing is, it looks like a decent little version of it too. Yeah, we're gonna clear a level first. Racer Chaser. Yeah, we're nearly done. Yeah, this thing's fun as hell. I don't know how long it goes on for. I mean, probably until you've collected all the dots. But I love the fact your Lamborghini Countach turns into a tank. Dadgummit. So now we grab the stuff and then we put it in the dryer. I'm holding near the fell. I'm feeling the dryer. So that's kind of our thing. This is how we make all our money too. Until we can start bringing people in. Or we can start bringing more machines in, I should say. When it's ended? Yeah. A lot of this is very different from how I remember it being in the game all these years ago. I do wish I had the demo still. But that's neither here nor there. Ultimately, it's a good way to have a little peek. Another little peek. Damn, brother. $18.50. We got a little bit of time left. Any of y'all degenerates leave shit on my property? If I gotta beat anyone's ass. Damn, look at all that. Just, oh, that's satisfying. Toilet's clean. What I do hope is that the developers behind this game, can do an update to it if possible, to add a bit more detail to it. Not to the games or that, but like to smooth out textures, have things reflect a little bit better. And add a bit more realism to it. So long as it's not done on Unreal Engine. Man. Daily International News. Yeah, because even when this came out, the textures and all that on this were like a little bit on the, side. Like, they will do, but this game can always look nicer. And I'm not saying it doesn't look nice. Like, this looks great. Overall, yes, you're in a limited space, but like, what I'm saying is, certain things are not reflecting correctly in the window. How can that window be reflecting something you can't see? You know what I mean? Why are you telling me which ones to put all in? How dare you? I'm grabbing your washing now. What do you mean a C? Why did I get a C for that? Yeah, that's the thing. Why am I getting a C? I shouldn't. I believe I can wash. We got an S rank. I don't know how that happened, but it for sure happened. Well, that's it, I guess. Hidden package fine, I got $50. I think I'm gonna toss that in the trash. Collect more? Alright. Can I buy a fizz? Or self-funding not allowed? It's my trash, buddy. Oh my god. Alright, 1 second. Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright, what am I seeing here? Is this reflecting things correctly? Either way, this game is hella good. Like, yeah. No longer generate any cash. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Got rank, yes! Let's go, boys! Oh, we're not generating any more cash now! Terrible! Interesting. The thing is, we closed business at 11, but the doors say 8. Interesting. Ah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know if we'll get anything for that. Wait, how? Oh, is that because it just generated? Alright, let's go. Yeah, boy. I don't know. Daily income, market income, $24. Laundromat income, 137. Maintenance income, 120. That's crazy. Arcade machines are delivered in the morning. You can open the map at any time and move cabinets around by quickly pressing tab. Place your new machine in an empty slot using E. That's crazy. So yeah, you're basically a laundromat simulator until X-Men or X time happens. Oh, my bag's full. No.
Awesome.
Yeah, buddy, we got A rank. Give me your gum. Winner! That's crazy. Yeah, like, obviously there's gonna be limitations to what people can expect from something like this. In all honesty. You can easily sit down and yap with this. It doesn't require a terrible amount. We got a hidden package, $30. But in all honesty, not too shabby, because we're getting close to alright, whatchamacallit? Back in Letterboxd. Right, C, cringe. So there's 3 people here with no washing. My wish. Holding on to fill it. Sir, you're in my way. My man got a crushed can. Oh, classic Pizza Hut box. Are we just out here gonna deposit? Oh, we got more. But because we're doing it at the start of the day this time around, quite essentially, there's not. Yeah, you could just put this down and be like, hey, or you could just sit down and play this and then yap your ass off. Which is what I'm intending on doing, actually. Wow. So, yesterday was a bit on the fun side. I ended up getting one final video done and cracked open. So I'm rather... Would I say I'm proud of it? I think so. Like, all it is a montage, right? Montages used to be a staple of YouTube back in the day. And here I am, like, 2026. I have a montage. What? Can I not pick that up? That's an issue right there. Yeah, see all these... Can I change my brightness on this by any chance? Video, man. I want to scale at 100% extra. There we go. Tone mapping, split toning, yeah. Okay. We should not be playing this at 100% extra resolution. This is not that bad of a game to play. What's our frame rate? 6 milliseconds. Give me the garbage. Na. Yeah, like I said. Yeah, like I said, I got one final video done yesterday. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna thumbnail them tomorrow. I was meant to have them done today and uploaded today. That's a lot of extra work. I didn't have the time for it. So what's gonna happen is I'll thumbnail things tomorrow or tonight, and I'll get to work on uploading them tomorrow. So that should be somewhat decent, I'm hoping. Next door garage. It's 10 past 1 in the afternoon. Yeah, buddy. So what I'm assuming that when it points. When there's an arrow above the machine, I'm assuming that's the recommended machine to use to get your S rank. So it's telling me to put it in this one. I don't think that's necessary since we could chuck it in any one. So my immediate assumption Sorry, I'm busy. I'm not busy, I'm doing something. Let's end it. Let's grab this. Let me grab the laundry, and I will put it off to the side. We are making hella bank. It also feels like the friggin' whatchamacallit. It also just feels like the other stuff's an afterthought, like the picking up garbage. There's nothing wrong with it. Your toilet's clean. God, that. Is that a VGA? Is that a VGA display or something? Because there was monitors around this era. This computer may be a bit too old for it. By some degree. This is like an old ass IBM with a 5 1/4 inch bay, a mouse with no, with just one click, which is interesting. The theming of that computer is a bit off. I don't get why it is like that. Yeah, because what I mean is that's more like a computer from the 80s than anything else. We're in QWERTY. Where's the radio? Like, yeah, when you look at the smaller things, you realize just how little the smaller things mean. So, like, the computer, for example, they want you to see that it's a retro computer that's running Windows 98. That they've taken what they have. The style was still prevalent back in 98 as well. So you'd have can I see from here? There's like a 5 1/4 inch bay, a 5 1/4 inch floppy, and then 2 other floppy slots or floppy drives. Should I go around collecting all the coins from the hopper? Also, that is a little concerning. Wait, can I change that? Video options, dynamic resolution. I have no idea what the hell is happening. You'd honestly think a laundromat like this would be a little bit more popular. I see I can empty my stuff. Collect more trash. Yeah, this game's. I need to change my brightness on this. Oh. Yeah, I don't see a way of changing my brightness here to do upgrades. Ooh. Check on your currently active upgrades. Some upgrades can be toggled on or off. So you've got 360 something in the bank. Or in the safe. We have 110 on us. We can get our arcade cabinet real soon. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was looking at the wrong bloody one, innit it? S-rank, baby! It's quite funny though, because time passes so much faster than what it's let on. It's like a 5-minute day or some nonsense. Yeah, earlier on we talked about upgrades for this game. Oh. One of the upgrades that I think would make sense is when you go in here and you see people playing the game, I wish you would see their actual gameplay of the game. That would be great. Is it absolutely necessary? Not really. But it would be a great little detail, so to speak. Na 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 na. What time is it? Do do do. No E. So game time, that would just be like maybe 1 or 2 more. Oh, trash. Who's leaving pizza boxes in here? More to the point, who's bringing pizza to a laundromat? Am I crazy for thinking that? Yeah, the thing is, right? The thing is, this game is just so nice. From my point of view, can I fault it? Yes, I can absolutely fault this game. Like for having really dodgy reflections on things that shouldn't have reflections. And just general tiny things. But like I said, none of that really matters because of what type of game this is. You're pulling up, you're cleaning the place, keeping it spick and span and all that crap. You're putting in arcade cabinets, you're going around managing the place. It is a simulator that you can pop in and play. You shouldn't be worrying about the details. But if you're someone in my position that can't help but point out the details, by howdy. It's quite interesting. Crime alert. King Wash laundromat rules. No something. I wonder how much lore there is to this game. That'd be crazy. Oh man. We just got one drum going. I've got one drum going. I've got one drum going. But this is a nice atmospheric game. It genuinely is. Well, you can pop on in. Or you can pop on in here. Put clothes in the washing machine and just relax. It is one of those games. Am I going to recommend this to anyone? Absolutely. Why Productions has put out nothing but banger after banger. Like, the first game I played from them was Martha is Dead. The development team from that game is just absolutely ludicrously good. And then you get onto Arcade Paradise by a different team. And it's like, what? My business is closing. Imagine putting your clothes in the laundromat and then it's like, you get your clothes back at midnight. Like, yeah, there are some small details that are kind of questionable, like the opening hours of the laundromat. The PC, just various little niggles. Oh, I missed that. But ultimately, has it been an hour already? Jesus Christ. But ultimately, when you look at the end product,
Awesome.
nice. When you sit there and look at the end product of what you have, it is absolutely fantastic. I would recommend it. Alright, Arcade Mania. So you got 601, so we're buying that. Woo! So we're getting a new arcade in tomorrow. These big ass dryers. Like, have we had any problems with this game? Like, has this game ran correctly? Yes. Does it look good? Yes. Has it crashed at all? No. There we go. This game is it is a great game to put on and sit down and play. Like, I feel like if you gave me half a chance, I'd be sitting here playing this all bloody night. Sadly, I've got work to do. Oh my goodness. Yeah, some of these just don't make sense. Like last wash at 9 p.m. Your closing time, you open at 5 a.m. till 8 p.m. 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. What do you mean closed? Okay, I might have found a first actual problem. Now it tells me dry. Alright, we'll grab this. I'm expecting a lower rating for this. Yeah, we gotta see, because it's in there all night. Let's go read the chat message. Hello, Ashley. My spies inform me you haven't burned the place down yet. Seriously, I don't open flames. I'm keen to hear what ideas you have to increase profitability, but please no layout changes without approval. Respond, please. Best wishes, Gerald King Goldman. Could be more profitable than the laundry machines. You've run the numbers, have you? Beat the next level in Apple. Crushing game, more like. I mean, I've invested revenue, retention, projections. Here's the deal. You just to try this once too. Communities don't need video arcades, they need to wash the linen. Leslie mercifully saw the light and applied herself. Now she has an excellent career at City Hall. Please don't miss any ideas. Oh great, I already got no friends online. Well, we're just gonna have to prove this mother hubber wrong. Yeah, we'll do that in a second. We need to clean up. Like, so far, nothing's unmanageable. This would be such a killer, laundromat. Hey, buddy. We're gonna clean this up. No! It's gonna be gnarly, dude. Yeah, the problem I see here is a certain aspect is just unreliable. Because you're meant to close at 11, but the signs around the place say like 9 p.m., 8 p.m., that kind of crap. And I'm like, brother man, what are you talking about? Hey, Weasel Face, did you put your ID to that? That was a straight no. He didn't even read it. He just shot it down. So proven wrong. Ha! I would love that. Unfortunately, he's keeping tabs and I'm fresh out of space. I can't move any of the cabinets into the main laundry. He'd know. How about that? I've got the NSA tracker on the city's planning commission. I could get a discount on contractors and permits. You could knock down the wall to the storage closet. Dad would have to sign off on development, of course. But he doesn't have to know what it's for. No, he does! Well, you're the genius. Make it work. Prove to him there's more to life than misery, grind, and money. Prove you can be successful doing something you love. What do I need? Here's the info. Shopfitter.web. When you're ready to pull the trigger, send the cash. I'll sort the rest. That needs a fix. I can close that. $1,000. We will convert your available storeroom into a usable space complete with fitted lighting and power sockets. This will also increase your arcade fame. Okay. We don't have a grand. So let's stick this in here first. I'm grabbing my laundry. I'm putting it away. Yeah, the game cannot stick to its own time constraints, but I'm giving it a lot of leeway just simply down to the fact I'm having such a good time. But that is genuinely something that needs working on, like, seriously. Customers and orders should really stop at 11. So if there's laundry out there, you miss out on it. Or better yet, no laundry appears in the store. Closer to 11. It's a little bit more realistic that way. Toilet is still clean. So we come back and there's more fucking rubbish. See, that bottle is still there. So strike gold is made $4. 28. 22. 42. Oh my god. Yeah, we're making hella bank now. So this we had like 600. Far out, dude. Oh yeah, no, we're putting this away. So like all in $336. We're almost halfway done. Oh, now we getting crazy with it. I'm grabbing my laundry. Oh yeah, no, this is actually crazy good. Na 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 na. We got $30. That much money. Oh my lord. What do you mean an A? I wanted to skimp out a little bit. Na 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 na. Oh, she lives a minute 53. Oh my god, look at his jumpsuit! My dad had one of those, but in pink. Pink and purple. He had purple. He had one with purple shoulders on it. I don't wish to ever remember that. Alright, is there anything for me to clean up? Damn, brother. Yes! Let's go. I've never been happier to see a pizza box in my life. Dadgummit. So we're not gonna spend too much longer on this. Because I know for a fact, oh, more laundry. Let's go. I know for a fact I would give my entire night to this. I'm gonna have to regulate myself before I get carried away. So we'll do this batch and then we'll save up. We lose out on a lot of money, but that's fine. It's a bit of a weird place this is. Very interesting. Oh my god, the wash is done! Yeah, this is a lot more than what it was before. Your drawing cycle has ended! Oh, there's more washing? Yeah, so we can actually play these games if we wanted to. Like, Wood Gal's Adventure. Stack Overflow. Strike Gold. Razor Chaser. Yeah, one of the things is, right, I wouldn't mind the cabinets themselves having a bit more detailing on them. Because they're kind of blurry and pixelated. Now, I very much like this, but having visible labels that could be read is something that I would like to see. Like, Stack Overflow here. I don't know if it's something to do with dynamic resolution I've got on. Glow, yeah. Yeah, so not do with that. What I'll do is I'll check the options before we finish up. Oh. Hood 22. Yeah, some of the textures in this are just like, they're a bit on the low quality side. It, to a degree, it adds to what is going on. It adds to it, and it makes it so that it's not entirely like so photorealistic. But you get to a point where it's like, the marquee on a couple of the cabinets are not that clear. Like Stack Overflow is the one that I'm pointing to the most. But also smaller things like the label is on the washing machines and all that. Who's there? Not my place. Yay, my drying cycle is done. Let's go. Hype, hype, hype. I could have sworn there was a bit more rubbish there, but it's not. Yeah. God, this is so much fun, not gonna lie. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, the game itself is... What the hell? The game itself is perfectly fine. It is, like I said, it's enjoyable. I am distracted by the smaller things. Like I said, some of the marquees. There's maybe a me thing. But I wish I could read what's on here. Like the instructions. There's obviously no instructions for Woodgal's adventure. It'd be kind of no, there kind of is. That is hard to see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the main menu after the day ends. So once we end the day, what I'm gonna do is go back to the ops menu and double check everything, because quite honestly, I wouldn't mind having a look at some of this stuff. Like aesthetically, when you come in from outside and look at the place, it all looks great. Until you get like up close and all that, it's like, what? But as a game that's you're washing clothes and you're building an arcade, it does what it says on the tin without a shadow of a doubt. I haven't had a single crash. I haven't had a single thing to complain about gameplay wise. Like, maybe outside of the time system. But that's it. That is such a niche, nitpicky thing. Does it really matter? Because when you break it all down, the game doesn't necessarily abide by its own rules. And what I mean by that is, you have signs up here telling you, oh, we close at like 9. The signs that tell you to close at 9. Then you're outright told that you close at 11 and you stop generating cash then. But then you're also hit with the whammy of, oh, it is 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm still doing this and making money from it. I think the income generation is just simply for the arcade machines. Like, they stop passively generating income at 11. There we go. Ah. So what is that we have now? 536. So like halfway there. So these can be changed around. This cannot. I mean, I would. Alright, 20 seconds. 1 minute 16. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm gonna be feeling it in the morning. Oh, because of the gym. So gym progress has been fun. Ultimately, I wasn't able to do much with 80 pounds on my shoulders. But I've got that swapped up to 125. So that's fun for me at least. Oh. Got to do the old muscle building there. But yeah, no, like I mentioned earlier with content, I got my last video done yesterday. For a while. Because what I'm doing is I'm also in the process of building a new PC. And quite honestly, the way things are right now, especially with this PC, I just flat out need a better processor and more storage. Because the thing is, right, when I originally made this PC, it was only a 250 gig M.2 that was in the first slot. And that's what I ran Windows on for years. And then I got a 2 terabyte drive. And then I'm like, okay, I don't want to reinstall Windows. Let me just clone the drive. So that's exactly what I done. I cloned my 250 gig drive to the 2 terabyte drive. So yeah, I couldn't expand it. I couldn't expand the 250 gigs in the slightest, because that was the big brain play. Is, oh, I could just allocate a little bit more storage to it. But no, you can't. It's a full-on thing. You cannot change that partition, sadly. As much as I wish I could have. Oh. But with the rising chip prices, I don't know what a 1 terabyte drive is going to cost me. And even then, I want a separate drive for sticking stuff on, like content, so I can edit off of the M.2 without having to rely on a hard drive for it. Because that's what I edit off of right now, is a hard drive. That is quite notoriously slow. Alright, let's end the day. I've got 60 bucks in my pocket. I think a few more days of that would be Gucci. Yeah, buddy. Toasty. Yeah, end day, save and quit. Look at this intro. We never got anything like that before. It's great. So let me check the options real quick, because this is interesting. Platooning, toggle adjustment, mapping, VSync. I mean, we could always start VSync off. We don't need it. And 1920 by 1080. That's all she has. Audio, video, subtitles, language, accessibility, multiplayer, redefined controls. What is in here? Laundry mode, hold. Yeah, some of these are just really nice. Right. Let's take the old earbuds out. And then I'll natter off a couple of things. So. There we go. Look at that. Arcade Paradise. You're doing a whole bunch of stuff. You're cleaning up a laundromat, doing laundry and all that stuff to earn money to, well, run the business. And then you find out these arcade machines are also generating passive income, and they're doing it substantially well. So you yourself are investing in doing or bringing in more machines and finding out a way to expand and all that kind of stuff. The concept itself is great. And in all honesty, the execution is great. You don't normally see that in a game because it comes with a lot of issues overall. This game really doesn't. There's games where you could take a kind of weird concept and run with it. Like, for example, car for sale simulator is using asset flips up the wazoo. And that you run around buying cars and selling them. But the difference is there's a whole ecosystem to the game, kind of like what is here. So you're picking up trash to earn a little bit extra cash with fun little mini games. In a car for sale simulator, you can also do the exact same thing minus the mini games. You pick up trash and you just toss it in the garbage, and you get a couple of bucks for it. And the weirder aspect of this, it's not even the weirder aspect is the arcade expansion and how it starts. I look freaking small again. Oh, love that. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Your little flap. There we are. You got your little helmet. Yeah, so the entire concept of doing laundry to expand your business, or doing laundry to make money to create a business, is something. Car for sale simulator doesn't have that. You start off with money, you get a car, you sell it for profit, and then you do it again and again and again. The caveat there is, oh, you can scam people up the wazoo, and you can go gambling and all that. But the game is lifeless. The game is overall lifeless. With Arcade Paradise, you have a whole ass vibe. You have the retro vibe, a vibe that I vibe with. It is very good. Like everything from the soundtrack to the little technological things that you can see. So, like your Casio digital watch that glows and beeps at you. That was a real thing. That kind of stuff was there. You could do that. Your crusty old PC running Windows 98, connecting to the internet. That was a thing. It fits the aesthetic, it fits the vibe. the game is just overall wonderful. Yes, I mentioned a couple of things, but they're overall small things, very tiny and minuscule. Like the time management system. Oh, you stop at 11, but you can still get orders in at 11. The sign on the door says that you close at 9, but you're still open at 2 in the morning. And you have to be warned by the game, hey, it's 2 a.m., get your ass home. Like that aspect is a little odd. If you shut at 9, that's when your day should end and you go home. You go home, you get your shower, you make your dinner, and then you hop on off the bed, and then you rinse and repeat. That kind of thing, you know? But the sole fact that you can play the games that you put down is just such an interesting thing. It's also a look at what arcades, the vibe that some arcades had back in the 80s and 90s. Where you'd have all the neon lights, the glowing stuff and everything. It's such a shame that all that died. Like, it's such a vibe, it's such an aesthetic. Yeah, back onto the problems. The time management was a bit of a problem, or not time management, the time system as a whole was a bit odd. I don't know if that was intentional. I mean, it is new management after all, so having different closing times is something that could have happened, that could be changed. However, the sole fact you can still do laundry and still operate the store at 2 in the morning is a bit of a concern, and there's a lot of thought put into this game. I don't think there was too much thought put into that one. I think when a certain time threshold gets hit, cause you get kicked out. Like, yeah, you kicked out is a bit of a strong phrase to use, because you own the place, so it'd be your lockup time. So the game should be set up in a way where you have until a certain amount of time to do all the laundry, and yeah, that's the way I think it should be done. It's not too dissimilar from what happens now, because I mean, yeah, the textures are another thing that are kind of bugging me, but not to a point where I'm like, oh, this game sucks. No, that's not the case. It's the first impression that really hit. I'm like, this is beautiful. Looking up close, when you get up close with your character and you're staring at a washing machine, and just everything's blurry. I'm like, oh. It would be cool to see the writing that's on there, and just all that stuff. Am I going to keep streaming this on the channel? Absolutely. I'd be stupid not to. I love this game. I really do. I can quite clearly still enjoy a video game while still pointing out a couple of small problems that I have with the game. I do have a great appreciation for Wired Productions and the people they work with, because they do put a lot of time and effort into their games. If they have to postpone something, they'll be upfront about it and be like, hey, we're postponing this for X reason, Y reason. And I've seen that in the past. When they were bringing Martha is Dead to console, it initially came out on PS4 as well, and Sony were like, haha, that one particular scene, you're gonna have to remove that. So they were very vocal about it, and yeah, they were very communicative about it. And they are a very good company. And I also want to thank them once again for having me on back in 2021. It was a pleasure. I want to try. This is something I want to do more this year, is to try and reach out to more companies and try and work with them. Because I initially reached out when I saw their tweet. I'm like, hey. And that's how it all happened. You should never really be afraid to reach out to a company, especially if they're looking for someone. You might just be either someone. With all that said and done, I highly recommend this game. It's nice and relaxing. Go play it. Go support a great bunch of people. Um, I will be streaming this more in the future. I will be doing it for longer though. I've got a few other things I want to get done tonight, so that, and I might get sucked into the game quite heavily at this rate, because it is. Sure, a lot of it is rinse and repeat, but the overall payoff from it is just fantastic. Plus, there's a whole bunch of games that you can sit there and play as well. So it's not like you're buying just one big game. You're buying one big game plus a whole bunch of mini games that you can sit there and play that are really nostalgic as a whole. Like the racer game. That that is Pac-Man, but done very differently. If that was an actual game that came out in the 80s and 90s, 80s or 90s, it would have done gangbusters at the arcades. Just because of how different it is. And just, yeah. Is it going to be as memorable as Pac-Man in the arcades? No. But it is certainly different, and different is, for the most part, good. Now, tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big one. We're doing community night tomorrow. We're meant to do it on Friday, but Bell stream on Friday, so tomorrow is community night, and then community picks on Thursday with the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, a free-to-play visual novel that Sega put out a while back. And I'm finally getting around to it. Anyway, that's all I have for you right now. Pardon me, I'm very gassy. I'm heading off. I hope you all have a great day, great evening, great wherever you are. This has been GTA Raj. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.